It was my way since your way, as we doing what we do. It was my way, it was your way, as we doing what we do. It was my way, it was your way, as we doing what we do. It was my way, it was your way, as we saying what we say. How y'all doing today? First, I want to say salam alaikum. I didn't think I was going to be saying salam alaikum for a while, but I say salam alaikum. Peace and blessings be upon you, and all of you. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. As we take it to the next level with the Ansaru Allah Community Development, the project that took a long time and basically it took more than 30 years to develop the right strategy for food, clothing, and shelter. Now we're just talking about food, clothing, shelter, and we're talking about not only the physical food, but we're talking about the spiritual connection. We're talking about the food for the soul. We're talking about the true soul food, you see? And when you start talking about the soul food, you start opening up the cabinets, you start doing things and feeding the people. That's what is a famine. It's a famine, brought by the brother is a famine. And I will introduce this brother at the right time. And until then, it will be my story or a mystery to you. But yeah, who am I? I am Abdul Mukmin. I am what you would call a servant of the faithful worker of these faithful workers of teaching facts. Yeah. As we began to teach, and we began to bring in Al Fatiha. And a lot of people call themselves Fatima, a lot Fatiha, Fatima, but what works are you truly doing? Not a character assassination or anything, but truly, what are you doing? What are you able to do? What have you done, and what are you continually doing each day? Um, we I am an original. I was there. I was there. Okay. Ask your elders, ask your grandmama, grandpapa, all those who did what they could. I was there. I was there, and I was booted off for many reasons. You know, could I say my own reason? No one blames themselves about anything, but we just pick ourselves back up and we do what we do. We cannot, as long as someone has the breath of life, they can be utilized. Okay, and that's the degree that we are on right now. As long as someone has the breath of life, they can be utilized. And in their travel, right? If you go against them and they're trying to establish something for their ability, a snake is a snake. Okay, and if you use the symbol of a snake in your Egyptology in the righteous circle that we all embrace, if you use the symbol of a snake in the righteous circle that we have embraced in the teachings of the master teacher, and you're not a snake charmer, you will get bit. If you use the snake as your symbol, and you're not a snake or a bigger snake, then you will get God. Now a lot of you got God. And let's make it plain. You got God. And the reason why you got God is because your intentions wasn't true. You didn't intend to really help. You were in survival mode, and it's okay. We still give you love. Why? Because when you are love, that's all you can do. When you are love, all you can do is give love. I am Abdul Mukman. I am from Queens. On all day. Registered in Queens. Been around the world. But we ain't gonna say around the world. But yeah. So now what I have for you, I didn't want to come back until everybody got together. This is a formal family meeting that we having, and it was all about a piece of the pie. We were in the game. Ansaru was in the game. Yes, we was in the game. We was in the game. We was teaching. We was important teachers from different places, and that was because of a man that was named at the time. Now people would say, well, they didn't like him. Why? Because he was he would work you to death into a new life. Okay? And those that was there know that. Now the children, a lot of you are saying stuff, and you was a child at the time. You were there, and you worked hard. It was incumbent upon you, and that was something that wasn't considered to be hard. That was your way of life. So you have a way of life can stop. So when someone does something in error, but their way of life is continue outside the box, the way of life is forming and rearranging dunya, that's what's going on now. So as I sit back and I look what's going on, it's time for me to do the double stitch to reinforce and bring back those whose hearts were true, those who strived to perfect themselves, and those who know that we still need one another. So we have a track, sister, sister, brother, brother, learn to live with one another. Now that track should go viral. It's your responsibility. Sister, sister, brother, brother, learn to live with one another by the group called Judgment Day. This is now considered to be Judgment Day. The judges will now rise up and bring forth a determination, their analogy of what we need to do, and to be the reapers of the field, to separate. Now, all that was said to be bad, all that was said to be good, once you as an Ansar, a helper of Allah, we don't have to break it down. We're not going to break it down to a helper of God. We're not going to do it. It's not going to be said an Ansar is a helper of God, because it's not. An Ansar is a helper of Allah, and that is the least of the holy names that we will say and be absolutely correct. Okay, so we're in a what we call in a timeline, and we're dealing with the bloodline of this creation. Now, who am I? I am a host of the planet, a holy host, or what we would call a high priest. If you don't want to listen, if you want to squabble like little big kids playing games on the computer, being entertained by technology instead of learning the true Tanakh, if you want to listen to other people and not go, people know. Ask about Abdul Mukmin. It's nothing reality. I've always come to help my people at every nick of the game. Game from the word jamming, or game from the G and the J is the same. Now, all this I will explain, but right now I just want to welcome you back. We are the Ansaru community, established way back when, before many of you were born. And we went into not hiding, but we went into analyzing what we say, the people say the world. We went past the world. We went into the outer limits. We went to intergalactical travel, and we are back. So it says 3,600 years as a Shah in one direction to go back to Ilium. Those who are stuck on the five physical senses and not able to elevate extra sensory and perceiving, or EXP, extra sensory perception, they have not a clue. They are clueless. Those who are privy to this particular new movement started since 1977. Things have changed. We have rearranged the game because this is what we do. Just to let you know that the wind is my friend, and all the elements, the rain, all the guardian of the planet Earth, because the Earth is a living organism, and we are in partnership with Gia or Ki or Tamet or the Earth, as you will see. And all those who get emotional and let their feelings flip to the flop and wear flip flops, the flip floppers, all those who flip flop, all those who feel that they are the 100 as an individual and not gathering, coming together, and working as a block force, a block working together as a squadron, working together as a team, working together as common unity or community. It was, people say, well, what is he waiting for? It wasn't a waiting game, because as you will see, do not exist. A measurement that was given unto earthlings. There are two times on this planet, is to perceive by those stature, and that is 24 hours in your day, and then 1,000 years in the day of the heavenly host. And there's not near one of you, please say that you remember 1,000 years. Your sentence was 120 years. You will have that supreme presence, and then you will recirculate, well, what we call. So all these teachings of the Ansarullah, that was given unto you was given to you as a safekeeping method, so you would know that you are the true rulers of the planet Earth. And if you use the proper instructions and not follow the wackos and not follow those who are greedy, those who are greedy have proven themselves to be greedy. Those who have flip-flopped and engaged in a system of a capitalistic reality, that's what they do. As we will continue to teach from the purest teachings that were gotten by 2 or 3 different methods. One was inspiration by way of the crown chakra to the heart, by way of the spirit guiding with the gifts. The other one was by inheritance, those of the bloodlines that who was privy to receiving this information. And the other one I will explain at a later date. So, welcome. How are you today? So yeah, so we stay street. That's the first thing. We stay street, we stay humble, but at the same time we stay firm, we stay strong. You see, we stay with what we call protection. There's many ways to protect